let's also start the recording. That would be awkward if I only streamed this and didn't record, right? Just so we can put it on YouTube for the sake of putting it on YouTube. But it looks like they're going to hit the bottom first. So, okay. It's not going to give me much room resource-wise to work with, but I can make it work. That's why this is kind of bare bones down here, just in case they decide. I can pull these fire teams out. I can pull that squad. I can pull maybe 2 of the vehicles. Definitely the Vindicator, because that eats up a few resources. And then after that gets destroyed, I can then start garrisoning the back stuff. No Marines in the fancy new Vic. I do have this puppy right here. Players have to know what they want and communicate it. That sounds like some wild fantasy lyric. I can dream. But hey, at the end of the day, I'm not a mind reader, but, you know, doing this for multiple years and hearing a lot of stuff. Yeah. Anything I can find, I read. People are nasty on Reddit. Holy shit. Hey, Gizmo Wolf, how you doing? Oh, cool. One of my Kozuses DM'd me 30 minutes ago that the looting system for Project 77 is done, so we can get that tested next week, essentially. Alright, I hear a Vic over there with these guys. I'm gonna send them up, and we're gonna get started here. That's a vehicle charging right at him. Alright, well, I had this one thing. There's the plasma starting to fire off. Okay, well. Rocket right under them. That's their warning shot, but I'm gonna have this guy start engaging. So I'm gonna increase his range, boop him up. And I mean, let's see, AI... I'm gonna start pretty much sending down my QRF.
On the way.
Keep them in squad.
Roger. Copy.
That one I'll send up as well. At least this means I can then send up these units on the back line.
Roger. Copy that.
What is that vehicle doing? Is that another APC? Yep, so that's another squad of infantry that could potentially do something. Yep, you're seeing plasma from this weapon squad down here. But that Vic's gonna take a lot of fire for pushing up that quickly.
On the way.
She is definitely spearheading in front of everyone else. Looks like air staying up right there. Yep, everything else I have sent right now. Pull this unit down as well, and just let the Arma AI bring everything around. This Vic is screwed. This tank's gonna pull around. There's nothing supporting on the right. We already have a KIA. And that tank is, it's just gonna blow them away. Yep, there's the autocannon. There goes their medic. There's the tank lining up a shot on that Vic. I just saw a shot go out. Looks like a tank just shot it. That was, interesting, to say the least. So I see we've got 2 other groups of infantry. They're gonna... They come across right there. It's gonna be a bit difficult for them. That tank finally gets shot by the support assets. That's good. Air staying on standby as well. That Vic was engaged. This one I still have in reserve. I'm going to take these 2 fire teams out and send them out. I'm going to break these 2 apart, send them up as well, because I think they're getting stuck on this one guy. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, he's stuck on the debris, which is why he's not moving. AI sometimes gets stuck. It happens. You just got to boop him like that. So that'll flank the infantry I have down right here. These guys I'm keeping the way they are. They are beelining right into... That rocket launcher is going to fire point blank. Grenade goes off. I mean, okay. That's not the best thing to do, because now I've got them sandwiched. Got more units coming around. I'm just gonna send this Vic around to engage them. Like, they're spreading out pretty thin right here. They're taking multiple casualties coming up. But yeah, without that support... This is getting interesting. So they got a second Vic back here. I'm going to call these infantry groups back because there's not much they can do against guys on a ridge like this. And I think I would consider these guys are pretty well boxed in for me to not have to worry too much. This AT, not sure if she's engaging yet. Nope, she's tracking that tank. Just heard her fire. That hit... Nope, that was a miss. I think that tank's coming down to provide support. A lot of guys down. Nope. A lot of my guys are down. Just the squad lead's down for them. And don't garrison that guy. Let him behave dynamically. They're just engaging that thing. G-powers around, you're seeing AT hits landing on this vehicle. Multiple AT hits coming in on both vehicles from the rear. And looks like that Vic, I guess, armored herself. Vics are tanky enough to tank all those AT shots. Meanwhile, Vic's pulled down right here. Really doing much. Once they start getting to that area, I'm gonna disappear in my warp portal. I think he's out of AT at this point. No, he's not. Vic is pretty heavily damaged. Another rocket coming in the rear of that guy. It's super loud down there. Yeah, tank's not really going to do much support from this angle, and I got 2 more AT guys that are pulling back down. That Vic is also taking a lot of heavy damage. So I have the Executioner pulling in. That's going to cause a lot of damage. And there's just nothing to really support them at that angle. Air's up here. I see them getting a laze. They were lasing something right there, but air to hit that would definitely be useful right now. So we have a 2-pronged attack right now. My Space Marines are dead. Oh, and they knocked me... Well, that's rude. It's hella rude. That was my chair. They destroyed my chair. So my autocannon got blown up. I still have my AT back here. She's probably out of ammo at this point. But I'll keep her on that static because I don't have the second confirm right now. So plasma went off. It disabled that tank. That's unfortunate for me. I've got this envelopment going. Yeah, so she's half hit. And that Vic is 3/4 hit. Seen some AT come down right there. What type of a name is that? And then this vehicle's pulled around, so now they're making a push. So I'm going to keep my remaining vehicle right there. I've got 2 left up in this northern AO. I'm going to keep them in reserve. And I do have this vehicle to pull around. I'm actually going to go ahead and pull her. Push her up right here. They're bailing out. Oh, well, that happened. You've seen some orange tracer fire coming in this direction. I guess that's them wildly shooting. Ooh, that's, I think, the Hell Gun. That's one of the new additions. Yeah, so you still hear my units kind of engaging back and forth with units up here, and they're just sniping them, essentially. Now the real call is I think I'm gonna put that fire team down there, hearing more AT firing right here.
So, let's give them a warm welcome, shall we?
Otherwise, these players are gonna keep maneuvering. I don't really have any room to reinforce because there's nowhere that the reinforcements would essentially come from. I think I can say I'll have 1 squad that was up here that I'll just send back, and it'll just be a fire team. Or rifle squad, excuse me. Fire team's 4 rifle squad. So this Vic pulled around, it was engaged. They're destroying that. That would have wounded everyone around it, so I think their armor value tanks most of it, but yeah, they're gonna be hurting a bit. So I have a command room back here. Meanwhile, this group is now moving around. I was going to focus on them, but then this happened. Now, in terms of organizational command structure, this is working for them right now. It would have been more effective if they, I think, went down in MSR instead, because at least then the tanks could have supported him. Like, this was a beautiful assault choice, because you could put all your tanks up online and have your infantry pull around. But instead, this is kind of, you know, giving the infantry a really tough call here. Because now you have this. So I'm going to be mean. I'm going to ignore the infantry, and I'm going to try to beeline to get in the gunner seat of this Vic. Oh no, her engine's fucked. He's not gonna stay in there. So she'll bail out as soon as I get out. But yeah, you got multiple men down right there. The tank's turned around, and he just bailed out right there. And is gonna mag dump Willical. Holy frickety frack! And he just got schwacked.
Copy that.
Holy frickety frack! You gotta love these those map glitches right there. Just my map cutting out. So they're coming around. They just threw some crack grenades up here. That say these guys are gonna dig themselves out of the rubble here. That is an 8-shot grenade launcher. Okay.
On the way.
I still got one guy picking them off right there. I gotta watch these guys, because if they make a beeline to that warp portal, then I need to start, you know, super quick garrisoning. I'm gonna have to break these guys apart, because there's no way they're gonna get there in time if they keep low. I think they're aggroing on the air asset. So, looking at this AO right now, I think this fire team at least, I'm on garrison center in front, but these other ones I can keep adjusted. God, those gunshots are super duper loud. by now these guys would get ungarrisoned. I turn them around. If this Vic is going to be ungarrisoned, I'm going to turn her around. It's not really a good place I can put her, though. So I think just keeping her down there will be beneficial for the most part. Tanks pulled around to provide security at that angle. That's a pretty nice call. And you still have these guys right here holding a defensive line. I still got one dude back here taking pot shots, essentially. And there's that grenade launcher going again. Still got one command officer down here, but everything else I'm going to keep garrison. And now these guys are essentially moving up. Staying low, though, so they should get there in a few minutes. Still hearing auto cannon fire. Looks like that hit Paladin. Don't know what he's painting me for. Honestly, long range 25mm engagement, if this was brought up and if that like peppered an area that they were planning to go up instead of, you know, them deploying right next to hostile forces, that would have been a lot more efficient in my opinion. So this Vic is pulling around. I'm going to keep her right here because that's, I think, the best murder hole I'm going to get. I'm going to try to pull her back to give her some distance, but this AT guy is just getting in my way. I'm going to keep them garrisoned right there. You're seeing some plasma shots right here on these loose infantry. Yeah, that main gun took him out. Alright, I'm going to maneuver her manually. So I'm instantly taking a bunch of fire. But yeah, crew's gonna bail out because I believe that was like 2 melt-a-gun shots. And even all that punishment I dished out, they're still okay. Cack. Looks like those 2 guys were sniped. I'm gonna have these units pull around. Yeah, Commander got oofed right there, so now I'm just gonna have all my units on garrison and just charge. And these guys are almost over. Alright, meanwhile, these guys are convoying around.
On the way.
Once I see that area mostly clear, I'll go over to the corner and start garrisoning. A lot of smoke deployed. You guys down. Not one guy shot. Just the sound of those rifles, though, it's super loud. Personally, I like that, but I know a lot of people, it blows out their eardrums. That's why I'm in the minority there. I don't think rhinos are on their blacklist. I never asked. We had a Vindicator, but like I said, this was, you know, just supposed to be the tail end of a previous operation, so in terms of what I had planned out, it wasn't much left. They just put a tank shell into that guy. Heck, that guy's down, and I believe that guy's still up. He just has the tank launcher out.
Copy.
Am I still on 60? Yeah, okay, just making sure. And TeamSpeak hasn't crashed. Alright, just making sure. A little bit of QRF coming down this angle. Don't have any crew to grab those Vics. And here come all the Vics for support, but tad late to the party in my opinion. I'm gonna garrison those two as well. They're part of a command squad, or fire team, but that building's been blown up. So after we see this assault, you'll start seeing me go into that bottom left corner, and I'll be putting down some stuff. Though these guys, a little bit of concern. If they've been shooting at me, I've set myself to invincible because I'm not gonna entertain that. So I'll be watching them. If they cross that road, I'll start garrisoning. Otherwise, we'll focus on this fight. Have loose infantry around. I was about to say, like, that looks like one of them, but no, it's just the guy we watched get mowed down. So that assault mostly done with. Some smokes are still popped. Vics are pulling around. Yeah, I think it's pretty secure. There's nothing big here to counter them. We're going to start focusing on the bottom left AO. So the waypoint is right here, so everything else is going to be pretty much defended. So right off the bat, I'm going to focus on
Ready for orders. Welcome.
some fire team placement here.
Awaiting orders. Ready. Copy.
Because fire teams, 8-man squads are a bit too much to kind of run around this location, but fire teams
Waiting.
can hold that pretty well. The rifle squads I'm reserving for like large garrison areas, so we have this one. I can do a 15 loose garrison here. Rifle squad I can put down right there. Another rifle squad I can do a double one on that barracks area. One right there. And then I'm going to have a rifle squad right here and a rifle squad right there. So let's quickly check back on the map. Freezy's down there, but otherwise they're clearing out that town. Hey, they might even completely miss this position, so who knows. Let's do a 30-meter even garrison spread. That is not what I wanted. Okay, let's try a 10. Yep, okay, put them up there. And now, where's the auto rifleman? Put a few guys out right there. This area will definitely have to be 30 because I want them to basically hit those barracks as evenly. I can set up a sentry to stay on the interior. This one, let's try a 20. Is that set to yes or no? It's set to yes. Interesting. There will also be a few nasty little Space Marine positions. And then these will be the manual. Check back. No updates. Who are these guys a part of? Oh, I double squatted that. That's fine. Generally, you want to do the squad leader first, because otherwise everything will change its direction and move around. And that should be a-okay. I'm gonna do one more squad garrison for this building exclusively to try to get some guys on the back line.
Oh, fucking Christ, that lag. Why am I handcuffed?
So, normally, I'd only hear local chatter, so that just scared the shit out of me, because I thought they were up there, like, immediately. I'm like, how the fuck did they get there? Yeah, so they done it in reverse order, but it's alright. Good old spook.
Ready for orders.
Actually, let's not do command squad.
Ready.
Throw down a few sentries.
Standing by. Ready.
Fire. No, let's not do that. Let's do command squad.
Ready for orders. Ready.
Let those guys added, and then I can garrison this building. Now, one more garrison I'm going to do. And this one's more of a utility one. So recon's going up there. But this is for all of the little towers and other positions and the dock areas. Now, I did have a few boats down here. I will edit it so I have them again. That'll be one of the last little bits of detail I do. And I've got one right here. So I'll throw those down. How are we doing? Recon's reconning that out. I've had them patrolling all up. How?
On the way.
Okay.
Copy that.
That's something I'm gonna look through a few server resources and try to figure out later. So that is a Vic coming down, so I need to be very, very quick about this. Space Marines, Emperor's Children.
Ready. Ready. Ready for orders.
Group them all up. I have a few seconds. Basically, these guys are going to be watching the choke points of these bridges. I'm watching him. He's on foot. Is he a Space Marine? No. But they are sprinting to me. Oh, I still do have these things. Awesome. Okay.
Ready.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Okay, no, they slowed down. Someone else is Zeusing, and they put mines right there. Or, I guess the Sholif might have, No, I don't think anyone... I know they have a Zeus module. I don't think they do that. I think someone, I think they ordered an arty strike with mines and, hit that area. I'm gonna take this guy, and I'm gonna put him up here. Then I'm going to take a blue 4 boat.
Ready.
Put her right there and cut her fuel.